Welcome to Nemrut.
So we're going up on the Parquet Road now, all the way up to Nemrut. We're not quite sure how close we get to the top, but apparently this is the highest mountain in this region of the Taurus Mountains, and it's 7,000 feet. It's beautiful scenery, stunning. And make sure you've got the right gear as well, it's cold up here. And we thought we were going to have to walk from where you pay for your ticket all the way up the mountain, which we put our boots and everything on. But actually there's a shuttle bus.
And it's raining.
Great.
When you arrive here, there's a chance for you to use the loo, get a drink, and you pay extra, 5 lira extra to get a shuttle bus up to the peak.
We found out that from where the shuttle bus takes you to, it still takes you 20 minutes to walk up a steep hill to the stone heads.
This shuttle bus has now become our shelter as it's heavily raining outside.
So here we are on Nemrut Mountain, waiting to go up to see those lovely famous heads, but unfortunately it's pouring with rain. Now we're lucky because we come in a private car, we can hang on and wait, see if the rain passes. Of course it's the end of October now, so you probably don't get this problem in the summertime.
I feel like I'm on the Titanic.
So we've just got back to our hotel in Adiyaman, and unfortunately we never got to Nemrut, so we're going to go tomorrow morning instead. So it's 4 o'clock in the morning and we've got up early to get the sunrise. We've got a 2-hour journey now to get to Nemrut. I was inspired to see the courage of a lady with disabilities wanting to see these ruins. These statues were put here as monuments to a king about 2,000 years ago. He was buried somewhere underneath the ground here, and they're still looking for his tomb. So it's a bit like Tutankhamun, but they've never found his tomb. And who knows what treasures there might be below. Bir de ağalık kaç ton var tanesi? Nasıl buraya getirmişler ya? So there was a woman, apparently, Theresa Goell, who did an awful lot of excavation work here in the 1950s, and she became a bit of a local celebrity as well. It's because of her that this has become so famous, I think. And actually the mountain in the background is man-made. So, you know, there's thousands and thousands of tons of rock have been placed up there to cause to make the mountain peak, if you like. You know, I know it's not as big as a pyramid, but it's quite significant.
Mezar dağı bu seviyenin daha altında. Yani daha derinde.
O zaman mezar yapmışlar.
Evet.
Ondan sonra üstünden çakıl atmışlar.
Normalde,
Ama çok çakıl ya var.
Daha bu 5 metre düşmüş hali.
Öyle mi?
Tabii 5 metre daha yüksek.
Daha yüksekti.
Daha yüksekteymiş.
And on the other side of the mountain, which would be the sunset side, there's a similar set of statues. Obviously, we didn't get to see the sunrise because of the weather. In the summer, when the weather is fine, the sunset and the sunrise are stunning.
And it's been quite a trek to get up here, but it is worth it. It's absolutely stunning. In fact, it's and to see some people climbing up here that are crippled, it's quite humbling. So we made it to Nemrut Dağı in the end. Now we got to go and have a look at this very old bridge.
When you see this bridge for the first time, you could easily mistake it for a recently built bridge. And to think it's nearly 2,000 years old, it just shows the quality of the original build. There's an interesting story attached to this bridge. The Emperor Severus had 2 sons, and one of the sons had his brother murdered. For more information, click on the link below in my description. By the way, the Kangal Anatolian sheepdogs don't charge for the guided tour. Adiyaman, a busy, fast-growing city, has a lot to offer. Unfortunately, the weather was against us and we missed out on the local ruins of Pera and seeing the castle. Next time.
So we're at the Hilton Hotel in Adiyaman, and actually we looked at lots of hotels in the area, and although this is like an hour and 3/4 drive away from Nemrut, it was the best quality hotel for the price, and we actually managed to book this for £38 a night for a Hilton hotel. It's a Hilton Garden Inn actually, but we thought that was great value, and that included breakfast. So we're here for 3 nights, and the dinner is amazing too.
Around the Mardin and Midyat area, there's a few other very interesting places.
Look at the carving on this. That's amazing. We're on the road and we saw this sign to the monastery, and there was lots of coaches going up there as well, so we thought, oh, well, that looks interesting. So here we are. And now we're going to look it up on the internet to see where exactly this monastery is and what it's called.
Nice ice cream.
Oh God, yeah, the ice cream's nice. And the tea. So here we are in the magnificent Deyrulzafaran Monastery. The monastery is from the 16th century, I think. But wow, what a building. Make sure you don't miss this, because we almost walked out without coming in here, and this for me is the most impressive part of the building. Oh, this is romantic, isn't it?
It's like Romeo. Romeo. Heartfelt Romeo.
You silly sod.
It's very hot indeed. Think ice cream. Think cake.
And one of the roads we travelled on actually went right next to the Syrian border. And it was reassuring to see the extent of the border and how safe it really is.
Most of these caves were apparently dug out in the 6th century. The site is actually massive. Most people only see this part of the site, but it's a huge site. It would really take you a day to have a good look round, and you'd need boots on.
The religion of these Syriac Orthodox monasteries is one of the first established Christian religions, built like forts, and for good reason. They have been persecuted for centuries. Whether you're religious or not, in this space you can't help feeling a sense of peace, calm and serenity.
I think this is the most impressive place we've been to.
While we were there, some people arrived from Germany that had specifically made a pilgrimage so that they could pray and sing at this church. For me and Trudie, it was the icing on the cake.
So this is the last episode in the series of Southeast Turkey. If you haven't seen the other parts to the series, there is a link below to my YouTube channel, Mick Scarsbrook, and we really appreciate it if you haven't subscribed already. If you subscribe to the channel, it does help us in future films. And follow us on Mick Amj on Facebook, and there's also a lot of information in the description below on where we've been and places that we've visited. So thanks again for watching, and see you in the next film.